What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt Wacek. If you are brand new here, I share a lot of content about my businesses, one being my primary business, which is my digital marketing agency called Landscape Marketing Pros, as well as the affiliate marketing that I do and just lead generation when it comes to generating traffic online, primarily within the service business industry. So what I wanted to do today was do a continuation from a previous video that I had done last week. And if you haven't seen it, I will link to it up above or down below, basically breaking down the profits from a recent project that we had wrapped up and then upselling that client on higher ticket and recurring services, because one of my main focuses with my business, with my digital marketing agency, is recurring revenue, because one, that makes predictable revenue. You can count on that money coming in every single month, and it makes it a lot easier and a lot less stressful to manage cash flow and that sort of thing. And in the future, say 1, 3, maybe 4 or 5 years down the road, when I want to sell that business, recurring revenue is absolutely key in order to get the top dollar for your business when it comes time to sell it. What I wanted to do today is basically just show you the response I had received from my client and then where we took things from there. So he had replied saying, hey, everything looks great, just a couple changes, but here's what really is pertinent to this video in particular is that, hey, can I get some more information about Adwords? And so there we go. Perfect. He asks about Adwords. So I'm going to show you the proposal that I send over to prospective clients when it comes to paid traffic management. So the proposal that I use for pay-per-click marketing is about 13 pages long. It does include a contract at the end. In the way that Minnesota law is currently, you can basically enter a contractual agreement by basically stating I accept in an email. So all the proposals that I use within my business, because the one for SEO is different than the one for web design, the one for web design is different than this one, and so forth. But they all have an overview that basically welcomes the client into our business and will basically introduce them to our services and that sort of thing. The clients really don't care that much in terms of what the actual service is. Really what you want to be doing is explaining to the client that, hey, if they pay your business 20 bucks, you're going to bring back 20 bucks or even 30 or 40 or 50 or even $100 back for every 20 they spend. But anyways, the overview just welcomes them into the business. But then we go over the strategy of what we're basically going to be doing. And in this case, it is an AdWords pay-per-click campaign. And here's another thing, kind of reiterating the point I just made when it comes to the numbers and that sort of thing, is the key KPIs, key performance indicators, and every business has these, or if they don't, they definitely should, and you should be educating them on that. But basically, that's just knowing how much they make off of every one of their clients, because that gives them the information that they can then use to see, okay, if we make this much, we can then spend this much to get more of them. And so we kind of just get into basically the setup and execution of the campaign with how we have ad groups and doing text ads, optimizing landing pages, because that is very, very important. If the landing page sucks, people are going to leave and your client is wasting their money. And then optimizing the ads to make sure that the CPLs and CPCs and that sort of thing are profitable for the business. And then getting into retargeting, remarketing, that sort of thing, campaign management. And then when it comes to like actual target channels, basically I'll list out the keywords that we are going to be getting their site to show up for. So basically all these lawn care related ones and landscape maintenance, that sort of thing. And with Google AdWords, you are basically just going off keywords in a set location. So for this client who's in New Jersey, he gave us a list of the cities that they work in. We'll be creating ads to show up for these types of keywords and any variations of that in these exact locations. So that way it's only being seen by people in those cities, because you don't want to be running an ad to someone in Riverside, California for a company that is in Riverside, New Jersey, for example. Then we basically go into what's included with the investment, which is ad copy adjusted on the landing pages if it's needed, and then keyword research, and then also twice per week campaign optimization. And one of the coolest things when it comes to doing paid traffic management is that once the ads are running, you only spend a few hours a week managing the campaign. So if someone's paying you anywhere between $500 to maybe $2,000 per month for just the agency fee, your client is going to be the one paying for the ads. You're making a fair amount of money without having to spend a whole lot of time. And my exact plan with this is to eventually be able to delegate this to employees or VAs, contract workers, that sort of thing. And then essentially you're making money for not really having to do a whole lot. And being as this client was on the smaller side of in terms of budgets and that sort of thing, the total cost for the first initial month was only $750 and then $500 per month after that, with the ad spend up to $1,500 per month. Usually a lot of agencies will charge anywhere between 20 to 35%, maybe even 40% of the ad spend to manage the campaigns, because obviously the more ad spend that there is, the more ads you have to manage and optimize and that sort of thing, and more time has to be put into managing them. And then also we make it very, very clear that the client is the one that is going to be paying Google. And you also can basically bill the client for the ad spend. However, it's just easier to have them just pay. And if you have to create the ad account for them, you can just give them the credentials. They can log in, put in their payment information and that sort of thing, and they can see what the payment thresholds are, so that way they'll know, hey, when you hit $350 in ad spend or $500 in ad spend, Google is going to charge you. And then for billing, basically listing out that, hey, invoice is sent every single month. So if the agreement starts on the 25th, for example, each bill will be sent out on the 25th of the following month, and they have about 5 days to pay that bill. So with recurring revenue, someone's going to be paying every single month, making it very simple to manage cash flow. And so then for the contract, it's about 6 pages long, and it goes a lot of legal jargon and that sort of stuff, but basically it just explains, hey, what the services are, mutual cooperation, that sort of thing, charges, and that they agree to pay, terms of payment, that sort of thing. And then if they want to cancel, then also responsibilities of us as well as the client, as well as termination clauses if that were to so happen. We obviously want to avoid terminations if at all possible, but then we get down here to just general types of law, and then getting down here to the bottom where the client would sign. And again, all of the communication is via email with my agency because all of my clients are scattered throughout the country. So basically it just says, hey, please read and understand everything. If you have any questions, contact us. We can clarify anything that is stated here. And if you feel confident in everything, if they reply and they're ready to go, we send over that first invoice with the setup fee as well as the first month. They pay, and then we get the onboarding process started with getting the information that we need if they already have an analytics and an AdWords account, or we create that for them if needed. But then we start creating ads and have things up and running within a few days' time. So anyways, if you like this type of video, be sure to go down below, smash that like button. If you want to learn more about basically just managing and running a digital marketing agency, be sure to go down below, smash that subscribe button, and also hit the bell for notifications so that way you know when the newest content comes live. And if you are interested in learning more about online traffic generation and doing pay-per-call affiliate offers and lead generation for clients, that sort of thing, be sure to check out my course down below. It is called Pay-per-Call Lead Generation Mastery. The link is in the description. So again, if you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment down below as well. And with that said, my name is Matt Wacek. Thanks for checking out my channel, and I will see you in the next video.